Hello my superior and inferior, my name is Shinwave, and today's for another episode of Shinwave Toy Review, I will be reviewing the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Human Alliance Voyager class Bumblebee. Now, Human Alliance is basically alternators but with humans. Yes, that's basically it. And this figure looks very cool. Human Alliance is basically alternators, but it's a Bayverse Transformers. So that's just pretty cool. This figure is actually really good. I mean, it's not the most definitive Bumblebee, but I have to say this is actually a decent Bumblebee movie figure. Bumblebee here is a 2007 Camaro, I believe, but as you can see, very nice detail. I really love the Chevrolet logo. As you can see, red paint job through it for the outline. There's the grille details and the headlights. It's actually done in silver. It's hard to see, but it's there. The bottom light done in silver and with black. It's actually a matte black, so that's pretty cool. Bottom grille has some nice molded detail. The wheels done in silver. Nice molded detail. There's a Camaro logo molded in with silver paint, so that's actually nice. We have the side view mirrors. It's done in soft plastic. It's kind of like a hard soft plastic, kind of, and it's done in glossy. Oh yeah, and this guy is done in yellow orange-ish color paint job, and you know it's pretty close to the original model. I mean they captured it pretty well, and you know the handles done in silver, and the top, as you can see, nice black striping for the hood. It didn't go through. It just continuing from the back here. Back here, we have the gas tanks, and the back, the Chevrolet logo done in, I believe it's silver. And sometimes kind of bother into gold paint sometimes, but it's actually a silver paint. Tail lights done in red. The plates, I think the plates is accurate. I think I could be wrong, but yeah, 4NZZ Z454. The bottom exhaust pipes done in silver paint. Very nice. This guy is actually very solid. As you can see, no loose parts, everything just solidly tapped in, which I very appreciate. One thing that's kind of bugs me, this paint here, it doesn't match up with the body of the car, so you know it's kind of break up the smoothness, but it's fine as long as you don't look at it too much. I'm sure you'll be fine. And for the bottom here, yes, you know, he does have a kibble. I mean, everything does compact in, so it doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that the toe is popping out from the back here. I don't like that. I wish they could have done something with it. You know, they could have put just put a hinge here so that you know the toe could fold up. You know, to make this vehicle look elegant. But other than that, you know, very nice vehicle, very nice Camaro, and I like it. And the windshield done in translucent blue color, so that's pretty nice. For being a Human Alliance, of course, this is as same concept as alternators. You can actually open the door. So to open the door, push this side view mirrors up, but not too much though, because you know you might break it. So just slightly push it up like that. Just you know fold it forward like that. See, I open the door. Now don't do the same thing for the other side. So just push this to the side like that, and open the other side very easily. The interior detail, very nice mold. I really like how they try their best to make this car looks realistic. I mean the interior, they try to make this vehicle just like the original model. As you can see, we have steering wheels. Now I don't think the steering wheel is yellow on the original model, but yeah, for obvious reason. And the seat, as you can see, yes, it's kinda it's not the best seat. As you can see, a lot of panels, and you know Bumblebee's hands is poking out. It's okay. You know, even inside of the doors have some details, which very nice. I like that. The other side, as you can see, they try their best. Yeah, as you can see, it's gappy, but you know, it's fine. You have a dashboard details, which very nice touch. And to close the doors, just push this in. It will slide forward like that. Same thing here. Slide forward and just tap them in like that. And to cover up the lines, just push this back section here. Oh, this already lined up. Lol. But yeah, very cool vehicle mode. I do really enjoy this vehicle mode. It looks very nice and it's solid, and I love that. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. I bought this guy for loose. I didn't have the box, but instead I have this cutout box, which very weird. But you know, wait, first you have this one here. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
Action figure interacts with robot.
Bumblebee. Sam Witwicky, aka Shia LaBeouf. You have some text specs here. Bumblebee and Sam were best friends almost from the moment they first met face to face. As they learned more about one another, that connection grew deeper and deeper. Now, whether Sam is behind the wheel or standing side by side with his friend, they work together as a team against Bumblebee and his human friend. No Decepticon stands a chance. Bumblebee is very weak actually in terms of fire blast. I mean, yeah, pretty accurate for a soldier. Battle Mass slides into launching plasma flip out can. Human ally rides on arms or shoulder. Robot mode. Human allies ride inside. Additional figures sold separately. Chimera concept mod. And we have the copyright logo. Paramount DreamWorks Pictures. And yes, this is an official licensed product. It's licensed by GM. Transformers.com. Of course, for being a vehicle, he can roll very smoothly. It looks like a dream. Of course, humanized figure does include, of course, the human figure, which is Sam Witwicky. As you can see, very goofy expression on him. It's accurate actually. That's how he looks like in the movie. You know, he's always Bumblebee. You can see, nice sculpting for the face for being a small figure. Captures Shia LaBeouf pretty well. And the eyes done in white and black, and you know, the mouth also nicely sculpted. Hairs done in brown. Same goes for the back. The shirt done in black. Fists nicely molded. The pants, he wears a jeans, you know. Nice molded detail for the jeans. Look at that shoes, man. He's ready to wild out. We have the peg holes, which will come in the robot mode later. And the back, pretty basic. His butt cheeks, back of the jeans, nicely molded. He can actually ride Bumblebee. Yes, this is a humanized figure. What do you expect? So just open this door, stretch his legs forward like that. And getting this guy into Bumblebee is really tough. It's not easy at all. I found a trick where just slot in the legs first. Make sure it goes into the gap there. As you can see, it looks very loose. Try your best to tap in the back of Sam right there. As you can see, tap into the port behind Sam like that. There we go. And just push the legs in like that. Position the hands on the steering wheel like that. Just push this section in. Push the doors back. Push this forward. And there you have Sam driving Bumblebee, and that's very cool. I love that you can still see his goofiness face inside the car. For size comparison, here he is with my deluxe Dark of the Moon Bumblebee. Yes, this figure is loose on mine. This is for a sense of scale, how you scale with a deluxe figure. For a more relevant size comparison, here he is with my Human Alliance Barricade, and they look so good together, man. I love the scale. It works so well. They almost the same length, I guess. Bumblebee is a little bit wider, as you can see, but yeah, very cool. So you guys have been waiting for the main event. Is the transformation. First what I like to do, open the doors, and the door will slide out like that. Untap the wheels, and they will fold back. Nice molded detail though. Push this section down for now. Push it down, not all the way. Want to remove the missiles. Fold out the section first. Getting this out is a bit a challenge, but just use the missile and wedge it here, wedge it there, and fold it up. Unpeg the side here, like that. Untap the cannon here, untap it, and his arms has a clearance issue where it's really hard to pull them out. My trick is try to pull this section out first, like that, and then you want to bend his elbow. Fold the cannon already to make a room for everything. Clip in, rotate the arms here, straighten them up like that. Fold this down first, fold this out, bend the elbow, fold the hinge up like that, fold this down, rotate the elbow, fold this section down like that, fold this down, and the seat rotate it around like that, and you will hear a soft click like that. Rotate this forward, fold out the hands, and rotate this section down, rotate the seat, and position the hands like that. Fold out the thumb, put the fingers in like that. Coming to the back section here, untap this section here. These will just untap, fold this up. This is on a double hinge, so you want to bring this up all the way to the back like that. You can fold this section up, and this will come in robot mode later. Separate these two sections here, this hinge here, bring it forward, bring legs down, bring it forward, bring legs down. Now I did a modification for the legs. I recommend you to watch paw videos of the modification for humanized Bumblebee legs. I will put the link in the description so you can go check it out. Fold this forward, fold this forward, bring this hinge up, rotate the legs around like that, and bring it down. You want to rotate the knees like that. You see the gray hinge here? You want to fold this up like that. Fold this up like that. Rotate this section up first. There we go. Bring the foot down all the way like that. You want to fold this section down to give Bumblebee his heel. Fold it up like that to reveal some kneecaps detail. Push this forward like that. As you rotate this around, you want to bring the legs back like that, and then bring this down, and then you rotate around. Very easy. Coming to the top here, untap this roof section here like that. The chest here is on this hinge right here. This section also on a hinge right there. Take this section here, fold it down, and as you fold it down, you want to fold the head up, fold the first hinge down like that, and then take this hinge here and just fold it back. This tab here will go into that slot right there, and just tab it in. The doors, fold them up, angle them up like that, push this wheel back. The arms here is on a double hinge. What I like to do is just fold this first one and then down like that, fold this section down like that. Same thing here. Fold it down. As you can see, the back section here is on a hinge. Fold it as far as you can. This section will just rest into that slot right there. push it down like that, and it will rest in place. For the cherry on top, fold the front of the vehicle here forward like that, and just angle it up to give him more movie accurate look. For the chest, and wash, and there you have Transformers Human Alliance Bumblebee in his robot mode, and it looks pretty decent, I have to say. I mean, it's not the most accurate Bumblebee, but you know, Hasbro has tried their best to capture the look of a Bumblebee. In the Revenge Fallen, I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it would. I thought it could be worse. Plus, with the modification for the legs, really does help to make the figure looks even cooler. But yeah, they done a pretty good job. You know, they try at least. Taking a closer look at the head sculpt here. Yes, I know some people have some problem with the eyes being too buggy eyes, but you know, it doesn't bother me. I mean, it's kind of fitting with the character. Bumblebee's supposed to be a cute little character. I mean, yes, I know it looks kind of goofy, but you know, at least they got some details pretty nicely. As you can see, the mouth here, nicely molded, and the nose, and the side of the face, nicely molded. And I love that they gave him a neck, a proper neck. There you go. The side here. This section is done in gunmetal gray, I believe. But yeah, as you can see, his eyes are done in translucent blue plastic, I guess. The light piping is, you know, pretty decent. As long as you have a good lighting, I think the eyes will glow very nicely. But as you can see on my studio here, the lighting is not as good, so you know, it's hardly to see his light piping. The Autobot symbol here, which on mine the paint has scratched up. Maybe this is on my copy, but it doesn't bother me. I mean, the chest section here, you know, they tried their best to capture the look of, you know, the transformed chest look in the movie, but from the most part, you know, it looks decent. And you see you have his door wings here. You know, I love that they kept Bumblebee's door wings. The arms here, done in gunmetal gray, rivets detail and whatnot. Side of the armor, which I don't know why. This section is kind of remind me of something in the Last Night film. I don't know. If you guys have some resemblance to this, comment down below. The elbows, done in gunmetal gray, or silver paint actually. Very nice. Even the inside has some nice detail, as expected from, you know, from these old Transformers figures. Back in the day, Hasbro always put so much hard work, you know, in order to capture the look of the character. And I love that the elbow here has that, you know, to replicate that Mecha Life thing, even though this figure doesn't have any Mecha Life, but I appreciate they actually put detail inside the elbow. And the fist here, see, very nicely molded. Thumb here, nicely done, and the fingers also done in silver. And the other arm, except that he has a cannon. And I saw a video where people did a modification for the cannon. You know, they actually gave him another fist, which basically just bought another figure of this guy and just removed the pin and repositioned the thumb, the pin of the thumb, and there you go. You have the second arm. But you know, I don't want to do it. I don't want to bind this figure again. I think I like the look of the cannon, but it depends on your opinion anyway. Nicely molded detail. Even the cannons, it's done in silver or gunmetal gray. Of course, we have the classic crotch detail, the 4NZZ Z454. I'm getting a flashback. The front armor here, very nicely detailed. Even the inside of the thighs, the knee armor, the shin armor, done in gunmetal gray. Even the inside of the knee has some detail, and the foot, very nice. The side of the legs here have some details. You can see with the modification that this is actually accurate now. The original position for the legs is just like in the box art here. Here's the original position for the legs, but with the modification, this section is facing the right way, so that it matches this CGI model. The heels, nicely detailed. Back here, and as you can see, yes, he does have a lot of junk for the backpack here. I mean, at least it does fold up pretty well, and his body looks like he only has a spine. Some details inside here. His butt also has a detail. This section is very annoying because they will fold down with the slightest tap, like there. That's kind of annoying. I wish it would have been a friction joint instead of a spring. He does have some articulation. The head is actually on a ball joint, but it doesn't really move as much. I mean, you get some little wiggle here. We use the transformation hinge joint, and you can raise up the neck, rotate the head all the way, pull this up. It does have full rotation for the arms, bicep rotation, which can go all the way, and it does have bend at the elbow, wrist can rotate, full 360, hinge up and down, thumb on a rotation joint, so you can you can rotate it around. The 3 fingers molded in one piece, only can move up and down. A waist rotation, which very loose, as you can see. Legs does move forward. If you fold the legs out a bit, you can get some pretty high kick. Move back only about that far. Does move out. He can do more than full split. Damn, Bumblebee. Does have a swivel at the knee. If you use this joint here, you can bend the knee. If you use the second knee joint right there, you can, you know, get some more degree. Not so much articulation for the foot, other than just up and down for the foot. That's basically it for the articulation. And if you take the missile back, you can actually store it under his arms. The same connection for the vehicle mode. Slot him in, same thing here. And of course, for being a humanized figure, the human figure can interact with the robot. And if you bring back Sam Witwicky here, which I forgot to show you, he does have an articulation, sorry about that. Rotation for the head, can move side to side, wiggle, and the arms can rotate all the way around, and does move out. The chest on a ball joint, so you know, get some wiggle movement here, and does rotate all the way around. And the legs, I can kick forward and kick, not so much back. Bend at the knee, some rotation. Like I said, Sam Witwicky here can interact with Bumblebee. But first of all, the first gimmick, they actually gave him, they actually gave Bumblebee his battle mask. If you take this section and just fold it down, and it will, really cool that they gave him the face mask. You know, considering the current situation now, you can use the battle mask to kind of change the expression for Bumblebee. You can make Bumblebee look mad, you can make Bumblebee look sad. Other gimmicks, rotate his elbow, fold this seat up, and you can take Sam here. There's a slot there, tap right there. Position Sam in sitting pose, slot it in like that, it will tap in. You can have Sam sit on Bumblebee's cannon, so you know he can point the direction of the Decepticons. Bumblebee, that direction. Oh shit. For the other elbow, you can rotate this around, rotate the hands like this, tap that in. There's this section here, fold up and down. You can make Sam shoot the Decepticons on Bumblebee's arm. Oh yeah, I have a cannon. Woo! This is so fun. Shut up, Sam. And the other gimmick that he has, if you fold this up, there's a cannon section here. You wanna fold it up. So you have a cannon sticking on the top. Coming down to the back here, there's a rocket there. Fold it up like this. Fold it up all the way. Fold the rockets down. You can have that one scene where he used that rockets where Bumblebee is injured in a battle. The section that I talk about in the transformation, where this section folds up, you see there's 2 tabs which will go into the 2 slots at the bottom of his foot, which is a pain in the butt to put in. First, what I like to do is just tap the first foot right there. See, I got one. The second one is a bit of a hard to do. There, I got it. Just push it in. See, I done it. Yes, it's off camera, but finally, I got the foot tabbed in. Worth it. You see, there's a tab here. The arms can rest in, so you know, Sam can maining the cannon like that. So that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right, back to the more natural look. Right, there you go. And if you take the missile here, put it in the cannon, and you can actually fire it. So there's a button right there, and it will shoot right there. It's a very strong missile. It's still strong, so very nice for being an old figure. That's pretty nice. He does shoot very nicely. You know, you can shoot the camera if you wanted to. Oh man, I'm gonna regret this. Woo! Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. In case you're wondering, yes, I do have the instruction for the Himalayas Bumblebee. Just in case you wanna take a look at it, very basic. The instruction is actually not that complex, as you can see. Not the worst instruction. I mean, you can still understand it. So, you know, very nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you also in my previous video with Buster Optimus Prime. He also have the instruction. Of course, I do have it because I have the box. Obviously, for a leader class, the instruction are very large, as you can see. Hope you can see that. Back here, pretty standard. As you can see, there's no Hasbro logo because this is a Takara exclusive figure, and for obvious reason, there's a lot of kanji symbol, a lot of Japanese text there that I couldn't read. But yeah, just in case you missed it. And you know, the other one is just, you know, some promotional images of Buster Optimus Prime, some other cross cells of Himalayan figure, Bumblebee, Sideswipe, skits, and the back here you have all the cross cells of the other figures. Very cool. So you see, man, look how far we have come. This is a Transformers back in the day, man. So cool to see this. It's Takara Tomy. And just for the heck of it, yes, I have this figure, I own this figure, and this will be the next review. So stay tuned. And lastly, you get information about the gas tanks. For size comparison, here he is with, of course, Human Alliance Sam, his partner. You can see, you know, this is accurate scale. And for more irrelevant size comparison, here he is with Buster Optimus Prime, and oh my god, he's too big. There you go. As you can see, the scale is not that bad actually. They scale pretty well together. Bumblebee should be about this tall. I mean, it's not that bad, you know. They do look good together. Here he is with my Darker the Moon Deluxe Bumblebee. As you can see, I do have to say I love the portion on the Darker the Moon Bumblebee rather than the Himalayans, but it's just my opinion anyway. And of course, we can't just have Bumblebee here without his enemies, main enemies, Human Alliance Barricade. And oh my god, they look so good together now that I have this figure. They look so much better together now. Overall, I could say that this guy is a pretty decent movie Bumblebee figure. I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it would. Like I said, Hasbro tried their best to replicate the look of a Bumblebee in Transformers film, in the Transformers movie franchise. I mean, for the most part, they've done it pretty well. I mean, yes, there's some of the pieces, some of the clearance issue does take this figure from being a perfect figure, but you know, overall, I do think that this is a pretty decent representation of movie Bumblebee figure. And the fact that you get a human figure of Sam Witwicky, which is a main human character in the film, that's just amazing to me that they actually included that. Plus you get some gimmicks, interaction between the human figure and the robot, and you have a battle mask, which some of the Bumblebee figure didn't have, except for the other one, which is I believe it's Deluxe or Voyager Hunt for Decepticon Battle Blades Bumblebee. But yeah, that figure is also good. But I have to say, this figure is a decent Bumblebee figure. And do I recommend this figure? Yes. It depends on your taste. I mean, if you want a more accurate Bumblebee figure and more posable figure, can buy the Masterpiece Movie version, but if you didn't have a chance for the figure, I recommend you get this guy still, because he's still cool. I mean, he still has some good posability, and he does have a human figure, and he still have a battle mask. In terms of a rating, I'll give this guy 8 out of 10. Yeah, for Emo Lines figure, I give this guy 8 out of 10 for the effort that Hasbro did, and the amount of detail which makes him look pop and more attracting looking. So yeah, it's a decent representation of movie Bumblebee figure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, so don't forget to leave a like and comment down below, so let me know what you think. And if you like this format of video, why not subscribe to my channel to support me to do more stuff like this and more video like this in the future. And can we get this video 10 likes for the next review? And I promise this next review is gonna be punk. See you guys next time. My name is Shin. Till all are one.